at 1 p.m. for clear, simple, and life-saving gospel of Jesus Christ. Don't miss it.
Are you ready to laugh your heart out this Independence Day? It's Laughterfest 2025, the biggest event of the season, happening right here in the city of Ibadan. October 1st at the Racecourse. Get ready as the stage comes alive with music, comedy, and pure vibes. Featuring Fuji legend Taye Currency, Haruna Musili Ishola, Odiagba, DJ Master, MC Package, MC Obama, Rashid Akpala, and the electrifying AY Sensation live band. 4 p.m. is the time. Tickets are absolutely free, so come with friends and family to celebrate Nigeria's independence in style. Brought to you by 32FM 94.9. Proudly sponsored by Pennard Recon and Trophy. Stay tuned to 32FM for all the updates. Laughterfest 2025. Be there.
His Excellency Governor 𝐂𝐈𝐒 𝐃𝐈𝐒 and the good people of Oyo State welcome His Excellency Wamkele Mene, the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, to the official launch of the Oyo State Sub-National African Continental Free Trade Area (AFCFTA) implementation strategy in the state. The partnership between the Oyo State government and the AFCFTA Secretariat demonstrates the commitment of both parties to attract investment, enhance competitiveness, and improve the business economy of the state. This means farmers, manufacturers, and traders can now take full advantage of the AFCFTA agreement and connect their goods and services with markets across Africa. The launch is scheduled to hold on September 12, 2025 at the International Conference Center, University of Ibadan, Oyo State, and the time is 1 p.m. You can also be a part of this landmark event as you connect live on TikTok at Oyo Digital Media, Facebook at Ibadan Lawa, YouTube at Boost TV 1. Oyo State is the first sub-national government in Nigeria and indeed Africa to develop and roll out a strategy of this kind. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Long live Oyo State. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us. And it's time for the analysis. It's the Break It Down Papers Review on 32 FM 94.9. We're live on Facebook. It's 32 FM 949. Yeah. So Femi locally joins me this morning. I am at DENIKE at Dimwaga. Good morning, sir.
My sister, good morning to you. Good morning, our listeners.
All right. Welcome to the show. So I'll be starting off with Mele Kyari. And it's a recurring story across the papers this morning. Something about visiting the EFCC. And on top of the probe and questions, he had some questions, according to the report, to answer on financial and technical matters during his time in office. And he was placed on a watch list and something about the $7.2 billion refineries turnaround maintenance that was unaccounted for. Well, some people might say that this is long overdue. Some are saying that this is just a eye service procedure. Nothing is likely to come out from this. What your thoughts are?
Whether it is a eye service or whether something or nothing will come out of it, it is a welcome development that this man has been summoned by the EFCC. It's long overdue. And I know somebody will be laughing derisively this morning. And that person is Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, who did say that those refineries were not working. In fact, I was fooled on when I was making an analysis on this on those refineries that yes, we give them thumb up because they claim they have done it. The fact of the matter is that journalists treat stories that are before them. They don't add, they don't remove. So that is the work of a journalist. But thank God that somebody who had extra eye, a journalist can have an extra eye, but he is not supposed to go outside of the story that is put in front of him. But somebody who has extra eye and who can talk was a person like Chief Obasanjo, who did say, and some Nigerians too, even some of our callers called in, that this refineries that Mele Kyari claimed were working were actually not working. And aside from that, Mele Kyari had the temerity to tell Obasanjo to come down to Port Harcourt to come and see the workability and the functionality of those refineries.
But what about the fact that the launch was also live streamed? That when it was reopened and started functioning, quote and unquote, it was live streamed, and journalists were also, there to witness the occasion. It seems like the deception ran really deep.
Yeah, these people will just make journalists see what they want them to see. But the unfortunate aspect of it is that investigative journalism is almost dead in this country, because investigative journalism is very, very costly, and it's time consuming, because you explore the story until there is nothing to be explored any longer, and it will give you bumper harvest. But many of our newspapers are in a hurry to go to press, to go to bed. So that's why we have these people succeeding in deceiving us. So the journalists who covered that thing were only made to see what Mele Kyari and his people wanted them to see. But whatever it decides to tell the EFCC, the fact of the matter is that Nigerians know, as at today, that those refineries are not working, and that our money had been drained into wherever. So EFCC has a very bumper duty to perform in this regard. We want to know how those monies flew away from the purse of the government without anything to show for it. So it's a welcome development.
All right. Speaking of 2027 and the eradication of 2026, because we've had the conversation that it seems like 2026 does not exist in the calendar of the Nigerian politician at this point. INEC has talked about early campaigns, and they are warning political parties against embarking on early campaigns, and that it is in violation of the electoral law. Do you think that maybe this has come at the right time, or we should have had this way before? I remember going to a particular state in Nigeria, and there's already a big billboard about 2027 presidency and things like that, which of course is campaigning, and all the conversations around in the papers of who is going to contest, Goodluck Jonathan, and all the campaigning for this person and that person.
Yeah, I think the INEC national chairman has just woken up, because it is too late for him to be telling us this. When these people started, Nigerians expected him to call them to order that they are infringing on the laws that guide elections in this country. But he allowed them to grow wings, and every corner you turn to, you see billboards. Yesterday I was going to OJ, and when I got to Bere, I saw a big billboard greeting the incoming Oba of Ibadan land, and it was put there by a politician. And on the topmost of that billboard, you have the logo of a particular political party. The picture of the politician, that one is allowed, but the logo of a party is sitting on the topmost of the level of the billboard. Then if you go to Felele area, any corners that you turn to, you see billboards showing these politicians campaigning. And as it is in Ibadan, it is in other cities in your state, it is in other states of the federation. This portrays us as a lawless country, as people who cannot keep to the laws governing the land. And it shows that the laws of this land are only meant for the weaklings, the downtrodden Nigerians, and not for this so-called big boys. So, and I read that INEC is lamenting that there is no punishment for them for early campaign in the law books of the electoral umpire. It is most unfortunate that you catch them, there is no punishment for what they have done. So maybe with this electoral act that we hope the National Assembly will tinker with, maybe they will put punishment there, that anybody who campaigns early before the time that is stipulated by INEC will be sanctioned in this way or that way. But for INEC to be throwing up its hand that even if we ask them to stop, there is no law, there is no punishment for them in our law books, I think it is it is irresponsibility.
All right, let's talk about the president's fresh push to crash food prices. And one of the ways that he intends to do this is to focus on ensuring safe passage of farm produce across transport routes to cut logistic cost. And he has ordered the FEC to move swiftly on measures to reduce food prices across the country. Is this doable for us at this time?
I think the best way to ensure food security is to engage in massive tilling of the land, not safety for passage. That is the only way.
But insecurity is a major part of this.
Now, aside from insecurity, they are talking about passage. Insecurity on the farms is the major problem.
Right.
A situation where somebody will borrow money from somewhere to buy seeds and then plant them, and they germinated and they are growing. That man is nursing hope that he's going to make money. He's going to recoup his money, and somebody will drive his animals into the farms to eat them up, to eat the crops up. That is insecurity. Insecurity is when that man even talks that, why are you driving animals into my farm? And he gets killed, he gets maimed. So that will discourage people from tilling the soil. So if we take care of that, the passage aspect of it is not as heavy as the ones that trouble the farmers on the field. So I think that is the area that the government has to focus on seriously, because we cannot rely on importing food from outside, because if we don't have food security, we are slaves to those places where foods come to us. So they can decide to shut their gates, and then we will starve to death. And then there's no reason for Nigerians to starve, because we are blessed with clement weather, and everything is working for us in this country. There's no reason for us not to have a food security.
All right, we have to go on a break, but I want you to touch on the national grid situation. Yesterday, there was major blackouts across the country. Of course, businesses were affected. There were outcries from business owners who had to rely on either petrol or solar or whichever it is to be able to supplement their electricity output. And the Daily Post reports that we've had quite a few collapses, which we are all aware of. It also says between 2010 and 2022, Nigeria's grid collapsed 222 times. Your thoughts on this grid incidents that we've had back to back?
This has become a pattern. It's not new. It's not new story, and it's like Nigerians are used to it. They are talking about a collapse of a grid yesterday. About 5 days ago, we have not had light in my area of Felele. So what are we talking about? It's not new to us.
So the grid already collapsed in that area before
about
it collapsed.
5 days ago. Now it's like Nigerians are used to it, and we are used to paying for darkness. So we can only be praying for better days, because I don't know what to say to this, because we have a government, and our governments, not this one alone, have been failing us, and we want development, and no development can come when there is no power. No development can come at all.
All right, we have to go on a break. Just stay with us. We'll be here for the reactions as soon as the break is over. Just stay with us.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. One day now, one day. What no go rest day. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you know they complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that will stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We don't go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe Original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong, finish strong.
In the cooking game, you need a winning game plan. I'm not just talking about your fresh ingredients, utensils, or cooking skills. I'm talking about your choice of seasoning. My game plan is incomplete without Maggi chicken flavor. Made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric, it's my game changer. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious, rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Crema.
And where you need to have the break time.
Kivo Crema.
It's not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Crema. Kivo Crema.
Ìlú Ìbàdàn ṣe tún ti ṣetán láti rẹ́rìn-ín dọ̀wẹ́kẹ̀ gbádùn ara yín dáadáa pẹ̀lú orin àdídùn.
Kọ́rẹ́sì lélẹ́yìí o, ṣe ti mọ̀ bóyá tó ń jẹ́ kílẹ̀ jura wọn.
Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé gbogbo ọjọ́ òmìnira pátá nìkan ní 32 FM 94.9 máa ń dá fàájì ilẹ̀. Tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí máa lọ fàáfàá. Laughter Fest 2025. Racecourse l'Ádámásingbà ńlẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tún máa gbòbítíbitì èrò lálejò pẹ̀lú àwọn ìràwọ̀ olórin adẹ́rìnpòṣónú àtàwọn tó lẹ́nu ń bẹ̀ láwùjọ amúlùdùn. Gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa parapọ̀ sójú kan. Ṣẹ́ẹ̀rín ni, orin àdídùn ni, àtàwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ tún fẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ fi máa gbádùn ẹ̀mí yín. Alhaji Tẹ́lódú Àkàndé Adébísí Currency, Ògo Ìbàdàn Àgbèsì wà pẹ̀lú Alhaji Musiliu Haruna Ìṣọ̀lá, Wòlíì àgbà, DJ Mascot, MC Package, MC Obama, Rashidi Àpàlà, AY Sensation, ó náà máa kàlù sáwọn èèyàn ń bàdí. Ọ̀fẹ́ ní gbogbo èèyàn wọlé iṣẹ́ rí pọ̀. Ó yẹ ẹ̀yin náà máa bọ̀ lọ́jọ́ kìíní oṣù kẹwàá ní Racecourse Àdámásingbà ńlẹ̀ Ìbàdàn pẹ̀lú ẹbí, ará àti ọ̀rẹ́ yín. Ẹ jẹ́ kájọ ṣe ayẹyẹ òmìnira orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lọ́nà àrà. Ìkànnì 32 FM 94.9 lómìnira yìí wá fún yín o. Lára àwọn tó ṣàtẹ́rọ̀bọ̀jì rẹ̀, Bernard Ricard, Trophy láti kún àwọn tó ṣàtẹ́rọ̀bọ̀jì rẹ̀. Kàn sí wa ní 32 FM 94.9 àjàkẹ́rin ilé ìkòkò dùgbẹ́ ńbàdàn. Laughter Fest 2025 àjọ máa gbádùn ẹ̀ ni.
32 FM 94.9.
Thank you for staying with us. The Break of Dawn Papers review on 32 FM 94.9. We will now take your calls, your reactions. We are live on Facebook at 32 FM 949 Fenya. The number to call is 0906 2000 949 0809 7000 949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Who is calling from Ikire? I want to speak on the refineries of Obasanjo EFCC. Today, I believe strongly the military is driving through Nigeria. Obasanjo was in office for 8 years. Those refineries were dead. We did nothing about them. And he started complaining when other presidents are in power or was in power. When Buhari was there, he complained a lot. Why the complaint? Is it if we don't try to kick out stupidity, timidity from Nigeria, there's nothing we can do positively. Because the EFCC coming now will invite Kyari over the inactivities of the...
Hello.
It wasn't yesterday that this thing started. What did they do? Obasanjo, what did he do when he was there? Nothing. So it's just like EFCC is trying to use the media trial of Kyari to deceive Nigerians again. Thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, DENIKE.
Good morning.
That is Tolu from Europe. On Natasha, I think it is very out of place to not have allowed her to resume her legislative business. Yes, because this is like preventing the constituency she represents to get dividends of democracy. But then, at the same time, I will blame the judiciary system who has refused to give any judgment on this case before the expiration of the suspension. But now that the deed has been done, I will advise the senator to go and withdraw a case from the court so that these people will not have any excuse again, because we know the character of someone like Fabio and the like. As far as I'm concerned, let the woman go and withdraw a case so that she can fully resume her legacy. Thank you much.
All right, thank you. Adeshu Samuel says, good morning. Nigeria's national grid collapse has far-reaching implications for both businesses and individuals. The recurring issues with electricity supply are concerning, as stable power supply is crucial for businesses to flourish and drive economic growth. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. This is okay. It's funny, some of us said the refineries never worked. We never believed them. But it's so unfortunate that we are so gullible in this part of one. There is this thing we call loyalty. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, I see it as foolishness. I shouldn't be loyal to somebody that I know is not telling me the truth. They have not been. Now they have arrested Kyari and all this. All these ones are just small screen. The next thing, will he answer to what? We will be able to actually handle this well and make him pay if he's actually. These are things we just don't want all these media trials. Somebody should be punished. That is what we want here. That's what will change all this. But as long as nobody is punished, we are just going around the same circle. Good morning. It's okay.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning. All right.
Yes, Natasha, I think the House is just trying to be monopolistic in a way. They try to oppress women. And on the food reduction, I pray the President is able to work on it. That's my take. Have a lovely day.
All right, thank you very much. Boluwatife Ademijuwon says, good morning. As we approach 2027, I urge opposition parties to prepare themselves for the sake of Nigerians. We can no longer continue with the current administration, which has worsened insecurity, implemented unworkable policies, and created numerous problems. Nigerians need relief from the multitude of challenges they've faced. Okedi Rambaba today says, congratulations to the PBAT administration for inviting Kyari to give an account of activities when he was in charge of refineries. Hopefully, the coalition will not make politics out of it. EFCC should do the investigation diligently. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Joseph from Challenge. I've always said it, that the journalists to have investigative journalism. The excuse we are giving, that is costly. You cannot be feeding us with what is not on the ground. How can a whole NNPC tell us they are working, and no journalist can go, no media, we have several of them, cannot find out what is going on there. And all what we hear is just news from the social media, and also it's not good and it's not helping the nation. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph. But the question I want to put to you is, how many copies of newspapers are you buying in a day? To even have those newspapers coming out every day, it is heavily capital intensive. To go on this investigation that you are talking about is terribly capital intensive, and the newspapers and radio stations and television stations are within this economy that all of us are shouting. So nobody is at ease in the country. We are all just managing to exist. So it's either we have what they give us or we don't have anything at all, and we allow them to do anything they like in government. Even those of us that are talking in government or radio, we stake our lives. If they arrest me today, those of you that say, yes, well done, how many of you will come to free me? So we must appreciate journalists, electronic journalism, print journalism, all of them. We must give them kudos. We cannot continue to pontificate them.
The cost is big all around, whether it's the cost for the life or the cost for the capital, like you have said, Ms. Femi. Oluwaseun Ruth says, good morning, 32 FM. The committee set up by Mr. President to tackle food insecurity is a good one, if not a mere talk as usual, because we all know that since the removal of fuel subsidy and also the menace of insecurity that is forcing our farmers from their farms, which I will urge the government to partner with the state and local government on how to address the issue so as to tackle food insecurity. It's time to go. Can't take all the comments. Thank you so much for tuning into the Break of Dawn Papers Review this morning. Thank you so much, sir, for your analysis.
Thank you for having me
this morning. We appreciate you. The Break of Dawn Papers Review returns tomorrow, same time at 6:30 a.m. to 7:15. I am DENIKE, and coming up next is the Smart Kids Show. Bye for now.